Welcome, I am me.
I'm the gay homie.
Yeah, I wish I had a longer name.
Oh, that's fine.
That'd be cool. Anyway, so Jill Scott is over here sucking microphones and shit on stage.
She is. And you know that was an old video. That wasn't.
How old?
I'm not exactly sure, but I did see a tweet from her just saying why they pulling up old videos. This is something that we would never know about her because this is only something services that she delivered to the one she loves, you know?
Or the one she lusts. I wish I was that. No, I don't. I don't want no Jill
Sometimes
Scott,
I prefer a lust over love, though. I mean,
Of course you do. Your whole community does. This is what they told me about your community. All you guys want to do is fuck. You guys don't want to make love.
are you gay bashing?
Don't put that on me. Don't you put that on me.
No, he's an ally. I won't say that about him, but yeah. I mean,
No, but we're actually, I'd said that because we will be talking about something later on that kind of brings that up.
yeah.
But yeah, man, it was a lot of, that was a big thing this week. Like people had never seen, had never had head before. I mean, she was impressive. I was surprised. I think it was because a lot of women have been like, yeah, going crazy over this woman. Like, y'all ain't never got your dick sucked. Like, look, it was surprising.
I
you
think because
weren't
it was
expecting
Jill
Jill
Scott.
Scott to do it. If Nicki Minaj did it, we'd be like,
Oh, yeah.
If
Another
Cardi
Bob.
B did it, we're like, oh.
Well, why she didn't do it
She
sooner?
always talks about
You
sucking
know?
dick. It's
Right.
Cardi B.
But it's Jill Scott. I think we all developed in the black community.
She's like in the Erykah
respect for
Badu
her.
like league.
Because if Erykah Badu was sucking a microphone, I would be
Oh,
just as shocked.
listen.
But I mean,
Brother, if Erykah Badu did it, she's already like everything to me.
yeah, she is.
She's everything.
She is just space and everything and nothing at all. You know what I mean? Like it is something very about her. Just she's a nis. Like you just put NESS at the end of anything that's associated with her. Just nis.
And look, I know y'all might be wondering, like, oh, they got new equipment. They got microphones that really work this time.
Oh yeah, we're gonna sound real lovely this time.
We are gonna
y'all.
sound a lot better.
I missed the gadget though. I'm sorry. It's supposed to be a little overhead.
An arm like we in a real studio.
You
It was
know,
supposed to fit in, but it's all good.
it's
We
all right.
gonna
Made it
rock
work
this
this
shit
time.
like rappers and shit.
Yeah,
I'm gonna hold the mic like this the
You'll
whole
see
time.
how it look next time.
It's cracking.
You'll have it together.
Yeah. Hey man, I had some shit to talk about. I got notes and shit. I'm over here trying to be professional.
Yes,
Yo,
yes.
man. Oh, sad news. We got to talk about it. Kim Porter passing.
That makes sense.
I know she's a lot more than just Diddy's baby mama, y'all. Like everything I've read about her, all the people who have expressed their condolences to her, like they had nothing but the kindest words to say. And I just read Dallas Austin's, the super producer, Dallas Austin. He made a post about her. He said he'd been knowing her since kindergarten.
Damn.
They went to prom together. He said Zoe Saldana played her in, was it Zoe Saldana? That wasn't Zoe Saldana, was it?
Because that movie was a while ago, wasn't it?
Who was the chick that played her in Drumline?
Fact checker, you got it? No, we don't have a fact checker.
Was that Zoe Saldana? That was?
You know? Oh,
okay.
It was. All right,
Then,
cool.
yeah. So he said that she played Kim Porter. Like that was actually who Kim Porter was in his life because he was Nick Cannon.
Oh.
That's tight, right?
That is tight.
What you think about that, Cheese? No, you can talk. It's okay. You can say something.
Okay.
We
well,
got people here today. We got Cheese, Big Cheese in the house. We got Sparkle. What's cracking, Sparkle?
Hey, Sparkle. What's going on,
Sparkle from
guys?
Ohio.
Oh, man. I feel like we're going to have her on the show one day.
Dude, we have to. Sparkle
is
wild, yo.
She got a lot to say, and you're going to want to listen, you know, because I did.
Look, you're going to want to listen, and some of you are not going to want to listen. You're going to want to run.
But without listening.
Man. Thanksgiving is upon us, man. Man, this is exciting
excited.
times.
I am.
What are you doing for Thanksgiving, bro?
I'm going back to Texas. My mom, my brothers, my little nephews that live in Texas. Even though I'm from Chicago, but my mom moved there, and I got to suck it up and be bored, you know. But I love my little nephews, though. It's going to be excited to hear them. Uncle D, Uncle D. Yeah, get out my pockets.
Hey, on another note, I mean, going back, I really want to find out how Kim Porter, like, I want to get the autopsy, man. I kind of want to know.
I do too.
Because that shit sounds kind of sketch, man.
It is. It's also a common story that we hear quite often of like young women just dropping dead because you know they're not being taken serious in doctor visits. They're not you know actually doing their checkups. Black women particularly, where you know we're not checking after ourselves enough, and then when we are, we're not being taken serious and. It's really unfortunate. I know a few young women who just randomly died of heart failure and dropped dead in the middle of a game of Monopoly. Like, real story. You know, just, yeah, it don't make any sense. I do want to know.
Yeah, we need to actually take more time and figure out who we should have as our doctors.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I made that mistake when I first moved here, matter of fact, and realized how crucial it was, especially being a gay black man. Just, I live in Sherman Oaks, and the doctors that I was going to out there, it was as if it was what is the horse in the room? What's the expression? Elephant. What? Me being gay was the elephant in the room where I was like, we're going to have this motherfucking conversation. And
So, yeah, man. You got it.
Then I end up getting I kind of call them like a gay-friendly doctor because my needs are met first as far as.
And he brought up, there was no horse in the room.
There was no horse in the room.
He talked about it, what it was.
Talked about every animal in that bitch. Like, we were conversing. Yeah, and I feel very comfortable with my doctor now, and I didn't realize that after I had it how crucial it was just to be able to be in a comfortable space when it's talking about your health, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't just keep seeing these examples and not doing something about it.
Don't nobody know your body better than you. You know how you feel.
You got to force these people to pay attention to it. It's crazy. I read a bunch of articles on this, man. Somebody came out with something a while back about it. Like these somebody like it was a non-black person talking about how doctors do not take black issues as serious, especially black women. They black health concerns serious. They pretty much are like, they feel like they could take more. Like, are we going back to slavery? This is pretty much why we were slaves, because you felt like we could go through. Yeah, we could go through all that stress and strain to, get all the work done for you.
That's ridiculous. For black women out there, I want you all to know too that usually you can't be tested for a mammogram until after you're 40 years old, or if you want to before then, it's going to have to come out of pocket. So I know many women who just didn't feel right and forced their doctor to still, perform mammograms on them if they didn't feel right, and it ended up being shit, So just putting that little info out there.
Hey, I should have put a post up like, "What's your favorite Jill Scott song?" Damn, I dropped the ball.
You could do that. I mean,
no.
You gotta start posting every other day.
I know. What the fuck is wrong with this? Your fault.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
my bad.
Definitely not your fault.
All right,
But I do have a favorite Jill Scott song.
Ooh, what's yours?
All I. Look, All I. I found out the name of the song. I'm not gonna tell you what it's about. Just listen to it, and it pretty much shows you why she was like. It shows you who she is, and what she did on stage. Wouldn't it surprise you?
Yeah.
What's yours?
Mine's is gonna be
something trash.
Because I forgot. I'm thinking about this. It's on my playlist right now. And at the end of the song, she does these like whistle ass notes. Like, oh, that was not a monkey sound. Stop it. But anyways,
I will never call another black man a monkey. But that was a monkey sound.
I don't know. I like all of her classic shit. I mean, she made herself a staple.
Hey, man.
Woke up this morning, fixed me some breakfast, all those things,
So earlier today, I posted a poll. Do you believe people are born gay? And it ties into what we'll be talking about in a second. And on our page, it says 96% yes, 4% no.
Okay, so me and the Gay Homie page, that's the percentage now.
Yeah, now we're going to go to mine and all my homophobic friends.
West LA Joe?
Yeah, motherfucker, like you don't know me.
Well, some people may, but, his friends are,
let's see,
I guess more specific and...
all right, so do you believe people are born gay? 76% yes, 24% no.
24% no, okay.
Yeah, and we got 28 to 9. Let me see the people who said no. I'm gonna point all y'all motherfuckers out.
You can't don't point them out.
No, I ain't gonna do that shit. But damn, I'm not surprised at the ones who say no. I know who I know them. But I will say, like I was talking to one of the guys. He's actually a former student of mine. He said he's gonna go with no. But only speaking for his generation, he says, I feel like it kind of became a trend or something. I said, you don't believe that anyone is born gay? He said, not from my witness being a little kid. So being younger, he to him, he felt like people were like the people his age were just kind of going around doing what they thought was cool at the time.
And I found that really interesting for him to be more of the younger generation to believe that. But I also at the same time can get it if in his generation there's definitely a lot more gay people coming out, being out, I mean, comfortable in high school. And if that's not what you have an example of in your family or anything of that, of a gay person around you or anything, I can see why that would just look like a trend.
And let's be
like, what is this?
And let's be real. Like you can do you can have a gay, you can do a gay act. Like I'm straight. I don't like dudes, but I can go fuck a dude. Mm-hmm. I can get head from a dude. Like, and still, that's not going to change the fact that I'm not attracted to men.
And that is another conversation.
And that's the thing, because I feel like there are people, I feel like there are quite a few women actually who are just like, kind of just fucking around, man. Just playing around and doing their thing. And I'm not saying that dudes don't do it too. They probably, I feel like more so, you know what, I was going to say this, but because I was going to say they're more freer in other ethnicities than they are in the black community.
Correct.
Because the ones who are going to play around and do their thing, they're not going to be so open about it. But I feel like other cultures probably are more like free to just, it kind of goes back to the sexual fluidity thing. Yeah. But when we talk about just being born, just being, you know, naturally just gay, like you know.
Yeah, I know within the black community, it's probably more believed that, yes, you penis touch, you're gay, you know, and that's it. But other ethnicities do have I feel a little bit more the luxury to experiment without the type of judgments or that, you know, African Americans put ourselves through.
Yeah, there's, like I'm reading like another person that DM'd me about it. She was saying how she's not sure because quite a few of the people that she knows that are gay have been molested. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then she talked about her own family, and she was saying, you know, our father wasn't in our life at all. It was a real stressful situation. Mm-hmm. You know, she said two of her sisters were gay. She said they don't trust men at all. Mm-hmm. So she's unsure if that plays a part in them being gay. Yeah. So she's like, I don't know anymore.
And that's, I mean, those are real because molestation, you know, me personally, as many straight people as I know that have been molested, it's not a single act that turned them gay, And we talked about last episode with females, you know, I kind of feel like they playing at a whole different plane where, you know, they're not limited to just external physical stimulation for them to feel whole. It's more of a mental fulfillment that they need. And then once that's fulfilled, then maybe they're entertained homosexual relationship or act. I don't know. I'm not a female. But yeah.
I mean, I'm just thinking about like, all I needed to hear was from you, from John. Like when you guys told me, you know, why you're like, yo, I like dudes. Like I saw it. I was attracted. There was nothing a woman could do for me. I tried it. Mm-hmm. I was like, yeah, y'all were born gay. Like there's y'all ain't tell me nothing about no sexual abuse, no nothing, just nothing that kind of pushed you away. It's just you always had
testimony from the source.
Yeah, like, y'all talking like
enough for you. That makes sense to me.
I mean, and I had already believed that people were born gay. Like listen, y'all. I mean, we're in a freer time now, but anybody that was claiming to be gay in the 80s and 90s and that shit was rough on them. Mm-hmm. Like that shit wasn't cool.
Yeah.
That shit was a stress. Like we were getting beat the fuck up and killed.
To death.
Couldn't be around their family. Don't nobody want that shit.
You know, one thing I want to point out, too, is how even though I am a gay man, there's other, like, when it comes to transgender or even when it was coming to bisexuality, I was on the fence with those, even though I had my own, I guess, minority to be in. And
yeah, that's funny because you were a gay man. Like, I don't believe in bisexuality.
I don't know if I believe in bisexuality. And also, I didn't understand transgender. And my thing was, when I really talked to myself about it, I know that I was born gay, and I know that there's a slew of straight people that condemn it, won't understand it, don't believe it. And for me to know that I live my truth and what it is right now, then that means at the very least there's possibilities for everybody else's truth to be something that I don't encapsulate within myself, that I wouldn't know either. So there must be men that are born with the urge to be women that must be true to them, because I know I have mine, and just because that doesn't something that I identify with doesn't make it not true. So it's just that my own experience just opened my eyes to the possibility of so much more
Other
than
people's perspectives on life. Yeah. I kind of didn't hear anything else you said after you said encapsulated. I was like, who is the fuck is this guy? Motherfucker trying to, he over here using big words. What the fuck is that? Like, look at this guy. Oh, college educated motherfucker.
Sometimes.
Hello?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, shit, should we start talking about this?
I think we should. I think we can go right into this. Like, I was telling Joe, a friend told me about a TED Talk. And TED Talk, it's a series on YouTube. They pretty much just talk. They really talk about a wide span of subjects. And
y'all know what TED Talk is.
I didn't know.
You the only
I'm
person in the
that
world.
didn't know.
Let me tell y'all.
I didn't know.
This motherfucker thought it was Ted talking.
I did. I thought it was one individual named Ted who was talking about a whole bunch of shit.
He said, no. He said, no, you got to go check it. Ted is real. I was like, wait. You think this is Ted? I had to check, his name. It's a dude named Ted talking about this?
It's just, yeah, they kind of.
Yeah, I even have a friend who did a TED Talk.
You had a friend that did a TED Talk?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Damn, what's his name?
Tyree did one.
Tyree did do one. But,
Dom did one.
Damn, okay.
Yeah, I know a few people that did the TED Talk.
Damn, there's more than that.
Oh, shit.
Because I still have Jerem. Jerem did one.
We got Ted Crenshaw.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. But pretty much they have this. They work under this umbrella about it being just ideas worth sharing, like just a slew of ideas, and they share their thoughts and research on it. You know.
Yeah, and this one kind of this one was different, man.
This one was about. It was talking about if it's a gay gene.
Well, it was more than just that.
Yeah.
It was because it was kind of like assuming that you already believe that people were born gay anyway.
Yeah.
But it was more so homosexuality, and saying that it was more about survival than it is actual sex.
Right.
So taking away the part that a man is fucking a man and a woman is fucking a woman, it's more to it than that. Mm-hmm. And that was the basis of what his whole talk was about.
Yeah, he was more, like he's saying, like about the survival of humankind, survival of the family.
Yeah, it's natural. He talked about evolution, natural selection, and why homosexuality even exists, because he was saying, as far as natural selection and evolution goes, he said natural selection would have already thrown out homosexuality if it didn't need it. Right. And he said if it was a genetic error, natural selection should have called it from the gene pool already. Mm-hmm. And so so what he was saying, there was a need for homosexuality. He's trying to, backing up, his son comes out to him when he's like 17 years old, says, "Dad, I'm gay." And the dad is just like, he's trying to make sense of it. Mm-hmm. And he's also worried about his son's safety.
Right.
Like, that was one thing that that stood out, because this dude, man, one thing I got out of this dude really loves his fucking family.
Yeah,
he
was
loves
really
his son. So he was so passionate
him,
about his son.
You know? Yeah.
But he's trying to understand, and he wanted to understand because he's
a biologist himself.
Yeah,
so everything was boiling back for him, where he would like to have some scientific evidence to understand more about his son and why there's gay people, because he felt guilty. He felt like it was his fault.
Yeah. He didn't he's one of these dudes who just wanted to study up on it and kind of put some stuff together.
Yeah, and I do feel like once they have, because I've always felt that there was
more science will come out.
And once they have more science about it, I don't know if it'll be a good thing, but it'll at least be something that's backed up by data, science, and
I think I think when it comes to science, it's always a good thing, man.
Because I know for a lot of people, that's the only thing that is missing for them.
Yeah, for a lot of people, but
them,
some people
like,
it ain't. If you're religious, science don't change shit.
Right.
Because you don't believe in it anyway.
Which was, my ultimate question is just like, if what they're suggesting, that this is a natural occurrence, which I do believe, then what reason would it be for it to be so shunned upon and throughout, the world?
And that's what his basis for all this.
Right.
What I got out of this is, and we'll go deeper into it, but what I got out of this as a whole was him trying to show the world, leave these people alone, let them live their lives. We need them. We love them. And you should appreciate them. We need them for society to progress. Mm-hmm. And he tried to back it up with science. Now, do I believe everything that he said in it? I don't know. Sounds good. Sounds fun. I know it's a beautiful situation for it's a beautiful thing to believe if you're homosexual, for sure. But, and also the numbers, it's one study here, one study there, who'd he ask? So we'll give you the numbers and everything, but I don't, look.
So I'm going to talk
more
about
information needs to come out.
Yeah,
for sure.
Okay. I'm going to talk about some of the things that he was pretty much speaking about that will make a gay person come about. He was talking about, of course, first being natural selection. This is a natural occurrence, and he was saying more so about how we all come from the same genetic pools. If we're siblings and we're coming from the same genetic pool, but each of our pregnancies are different. So depending on when I was born, what are the occurrences that make the mother's body choose for that child to be a gay version, And some of the things he spoke about was sometimes, for instance, the mother could be going through a stressful pregnancy.
Yeah.
And it could be a stressful pregnancy for her, and that signals to her womb that she needs a child that's more docile, that's less aggressive, that's someone that's going to pretty much help her throughout life because she's in trouble, And I felt that on a personal level because I know that was my experience. I know another thing he talked about was if that's not one occurrence of why a child may come out gay, another one may be if the mother had 3 or 4 boys already. With each boy that comes after the next, they have a 30% more chance of becoming gay. And it's more of the nature's way of putting birth control on that family lineage.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you have 4 boys now. You need to slow down because your next generation is going to be sad. They're going to be lit. So they'll throw a gay one in there just so the gay person can pretty much conduct population control.
I love that he brought up the ants. So he compared us to ants. He said we actually have similar. He said ants' makeup is kind of similar to humans, and he showed 2 identical twins that were ants, 2 sisters. They were identical twins, but they looked different. But they had the exact same DNA sequence. Mm-hmm. But the marker, the queen ant who birthed those ants, put a marker on them. One being a worker ant and one being a soldier. So there's a purpose in your DNA, and the marker comes from your mother,
from your needs,
and from the needs of that mother, basically. Right. Okay, I need, and I know this hit home for you because you knew, thinking about your mother, and her situations.
Well, let me go back to the ants so that can be fully explained. So with the ants, for instance, if the colony is in need of food, then genetically, she don't really have control over this. Genetically, her body will produce more worker ants. If her colony is in danger, then genetically, her body will produce soldier ants. So
but she does have control. It's her. Well, she
has as much control as a woman has of giving.
Because she's feeling this. She's feeling that stress is on her. She feels the need.
Right.
That need then gives off that tag to put on the next ant coming out of her.
Right, exactly. And so, yeah, that coincides with humans. You know, I know at the time my mom was pregnant with me, she already had my brother. She, at the time, was pregnant with twins, me and a twin. And she was homeless, and the doctor had already told her she had to stop working at 5 months. So she's homeless, and she can't work because she's too pregnant to work. And then she also needs to care for another child and try to get them to school without it costing her to take him to school. Like, it was a lot of stresses, and not saying or knowing if that's the thing that made me gay, but I know that this spoke for me with that. And, you know, with him talking about natural selection, he was talking about how what our gay roles are, or what our roles are that would produce a gay person. In my family, I am the person, I'm more the glue. I'm the person that's holding us together, which is what the TED Talk is suggesting gay people role is in society. It's the glue. It's the ones that's holding relationships together. I know in my family, people are gravitated towards me. My siblings are, and they use me for a crutch. And that's what the biologist was speaking about within his own family.
Yeah, and that's where I started disagreeing.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'm like, oh, sounds cool.
Yeah.
For you
Uh-huh.
and your family.
Mm-hmm.
But we know plenty of gay folks who are not the glue.
Well, if they're not shunned out their family too. Like,
And some aren't. And
Yeah.
some just ain't the glue.
Mm-hmm.
Some are just stressors on everybody. They just hella like extra, and everybody's different.
Yeah.
So you're not going to have gay people. The gay people in this world aren't all the same. They all have different personalities.
course.
You know plenty of people who are completely different from you.
yeah.
So all this stuff that he was saying is gays are designed by nature to help us be kind to one another. And I'm like, you have basically just said every gay person is a loving, caring human being.
I know.
That's beautiful. Look, sounds great.
Yeah.
That's why I go back to, you know, I love some of the information, especially like the comparison with the ants and all that stuff. It's cool. I love it. And I love that he talks about it being like possibly nature's
Birth control.
birth control.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, I get it. But then when he started saying, you know, gay people are just, you know, the kinder version of all of us, and we, you know, that's why we need them. I'm like, okay, come on now.
I can
Because
understand the genericism of that expression.
I understand what he's doing, because he's also, then right after that, he starts talking about sexual minorities being twice as likely to be bullied, 5 times more likely to have attempted suicide.
Mm-hmm.
So then that lets me know, like, your mission for this is to just kind of put it out to the world. Like I said before, be kind to the gay people, love them, let them be. We need them, because I don't want my son getting hurt out here. Cool with me, but I ain't gonna take this as fact. It's a beautiful thing that we did.
Yeah. I understand, like, that is very, like, a generic blanket, but he was trying to relate that to statistics as well, just in incarceration rates, just in IQ rates. And, you know, he was going on saying how usually gay members of a family are usually, like, the best interpretation of what that family has to offer into society, and that those attributes that a mother in trouble needs are usually the docile, less aggressive. And I know overall, gay people usually are until they're driven towards something else, you know, because they also have to grow within society, and they develop all this anguish and anger and
But then can that just be
discrimination.
said about heterosexual people too? Like, that society is forcing them to be aggressive, and, you know, because we know docile, like, hetero folks. We know caring and loving hetero folks. Is it society pushing that on them when they come out? Is that society making our men feel like they have to be overly aggressive? Because I feel like that could be it.
That could be it too, but it's hard to find another, like, personality that's as extreme as Ellen DeGeneres, for instance, in the way that she's that type of person. it only would be a gay person that would be that. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't
that's
believe
what
that.
he's talking about.
I don't believe that at
I
all.
can't use only, and that is, but you know.
I'm just saying, I know so many, like, I feel like you just can't put those traits on your sexuality. I get it. I get what he's trying to say. I get that we kind of like, we label homosexuals as, you know, more docile and caring and loving, and I get the label, but I can't just say that that's just, I can't say that's fact.
Yeah.
And then also like the incarceration rate, like, all right, he talked about like, what was this percentage that he said, overall, like the higher IQ of folks, that people with higher IQs were more likely to be gay.
Oh yeah.
Gay males were higher in compassion and cooperation, lower in hostility.
Yeah, he was saying like gay people are usually more emotionally developed.
Yeah, they have a
within the
higher
test that they would
emotional
do.
intelligence. Who are we testing?
They well, he said he was testing.
I'm just saying, like, where are we testing? Like, I want to know, like, what communities we're testing in. Like, this is more, I need to know more information. And also, I think we've talked about this too. Like, I don't know if, like, I'm just putting my own opinions out there on this. Because when we talk about, like, we were talking about, like, why are there so many homosexual dudes that are, like, running this company, running that company, being in this position, that position.
Yeah,
And I'm like, and I thought about this. I'm like, yo, when you're tired of getting shunned and, you know, you don't feel comfortable being around certain folks, especially in the black community, because we see a lot of gay black dudes who are like in high positions.
yeah,
Your focus is there. Who fucking with you? Like, you don't feel like, a lot of them don't feel like they even belong in these communities. So what do they do? Kind of run to the books. You know,
that's definitely me.
You know, you kind of do your work and try to get the fuck out of
Because
your
you just
area
know
so you
what
have
you
more
don't
control
want.
over your situation.
More control over your situation. Yeah.
So, I mean, that to me, like, even in the white community, you don't want to be with the guys who just playing ball all the fucking time and throwing rocks and shit. You're like, this ain't me. I don't. And I'm not saying gay dudes. It's sure it's gay dudes throwing rocks and shit too, but y'all get what I'm saying, damn it. But yeah, overall, like, I feel like I appreciate what he did, and I like that he started this.
Yeah,
like, he kicked off the conversation, because there should be. I want to read about more. I want to get more. I want to read about more studies.
Yeah,
I want to go deeper. Like, this was dope.
We at least all agree that gay people been existing since as long as heterosexual people been existing.
And that's what he said too. He said because it's also existed in species,
Right.
like that, you know, other species. So so that's what he was. A lot of this is based on him trying to figure out, why are they still here? Because we know when we're just talking evolution and science, reproduction is everything.
Right.
If we don't reproduce,
Right.
what do we have here? Like, evolution.
Like,
is
that
ending.
is right.
So
That's
it's
what
like,
natural selection is supposed to be
he's
about.
like,
right.
he's like, it seems counterproductive to have homosexuals when, you know, they have 80% less children. Like, he's talking about current times.
Right.
So he said, but they've been around forever, and it can't be a genetic error, because if it was, then they would already be done.
Right.
Based on evolution. So I love that we're starting this conversation.
When I left with it, I was just wondering, then, if we've been existing forever and all that, then why does the world shun homosexuals? And my own personal, I feel like it just all led to, we put religion at the forefront, and that just takes over everything. It doesn't matter what else ever makes sense. And when that TED Talk finished, another one was the beginning, and we could talk about that another time, but the whole subject was about homosexuality in the Bible and in religion. And so I'm taken aback by that, because I'm just like, no one really wants to think for themselves.
I mean,
That's what
listen,
feel. Like,
I understand religion. I get it. I get why people have religion. I'm not mad at anyone for believing in any religion. I get it. We all don't. None of us know what's going to happen after this, so we kind of want to depend on something. And when you depend on something for eternity, you kind of want to believe everything it says.
Everything it says.
So,
but
I don't understand you motherfuckers who want to be so hard on homosexuality
and nothing else.
And
Yeah,
and
that's the
be
part.
fucking all kind of like.
And see, that's what it was beginning to talk about, is that in the whole Bible is less than 1% about homosexuality. It's nothing that's actually, it's very vague. And then we just created this version of what we, our interpretation. That's the word. We created this interpretation of it. And it's just like, why are we going so extreme with this interpretation and without nothing else, though? About nothing else. But anyways.
Let me see if I have any questions. Anybody see
any questions on that? No.
Nah, everybody got no questions. Don't nobody care about this. Y'all don't give a shit about us no more, guys. Somebody sent in the inbox. God damn it, Cheese! You just did that. Shit.
Thanks, Cheese.
Good job, you fucking dickhead. That's abusive. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So what I got out of it was basically it was an ode to his son. Like, it was just showing like the love he had for his boy, and I love that about it, man.
Yeah.
So, dang. All right. So I'm about to read this. Wait, should I read this first? Well, we can edit it out if it's crazy. So I'm gonna read this. This is from. I'm not gonna say your name because you may not want your name to be said.
Don't say his name. No.
All right. So recently, Young Miami from the City Girls old tweets were dug up. In one of her old tweets, she said that if her son was gay, she would beat it out of him. The tweet is about 4 years old, so I feel like people can change. But in a recent interview with the Breakfast Club, she said that she still feels the same way about the tweet, and said she doesn't have a problem with gay people because they do her makeup and hair, and they're a big part of her fan base. Do you guys think that she can be homophobic, or is it okay for her to use gay men to benefit her, and not have a problem with gay men? But not be okay with her son being gay. Thank you. Really appreciate what you guys are doing with this podcast. Man, we appreciate you, brother. And though you don't mind me saying your name, Rod Walker 88, man, I appreciate you for sending that question.
It's
man.
a heavy question because that is real. Like,
I don't even think it's that heavy. She's a piece of shit.
I mean, yeah.
Wait, how old is she?
But there's too many of us that think exactly like that. Like,
there is. And everybody who thinks like that is a piece of shit. Like, straight up. If you think like that, you're a piece of shit. If you saying, I will beat the gay out of my child, you're a piece of shit. If sexuality means that much to you, like
what else is there for you then?
I mean, you are. Look, can you eventually not be a piece of shit? Yes, yes. You're ignorant. You're ignorant. You just don't know. You don't know any better. But
it really
she's
is
getting.
ignorance, yeah.
I don't know how old she is. I think she's actually pretty young. I don't know, but if you are a gay person working with her, why would you continue? I know you need a job, but fuck that. That's like somebody
that would hurt me.
That's like somebody telling me,
yeah.
Somebody I work with saying, I find out that they're saying, if my child were to date a black person, I'd beat the fuck out of them. They couldn't come in my house. So this is how you feel about those people. Like she doesn't like your people. Like she's definitely homophobic. Yeah. She's scared for her son to be gay. The definition of it, she's scared of it. Like she's literally ready to kill her son.
Yeah. You can't. Yeah, you can't.
And she's serious. Like, how you gonna? You can't do it. Look, there's a lot of people. Even recently, the same young lady who told me her sisters are gay. She said her sister has told her, like, I wish I wasn't gay. When you like. That means she can't do shit about it. Look, I could wish I wasn't straight all day. I can't do nothing about like seeing somebody like, damn, she's bad. I can't stop that. Like I know,
but that's where the ignorance falls in because she doesn't understand that the reprimand around the fact that, man, this is something that is made into you. It's like,
and that's why I went back to like, she may not be a piece of shit forever.
Right, yeah.
But right now, you're a piece of shit. I hope that your mind could be open one day to changing and learning. Man. And I hope you get a gay son.
I mean, I was just about to say, but that ain't what happened.
But actually, I'm not sure. I don't hope that because I don't want him to have a fucked up upbringing.
I mean, just think about it. We all start as women or females in the womb, right? And then the extra chromosome comes and that makes us male. but it only makes us male to what everybody understands is male. It makes us male to what externally changes in us. There's so much internal shit that has to change in us too. So what if that's not all the way to what male is, what considered male, and then that's what gay is? You know, like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, what if it's just that?
What if? Hey man, there's a lot of what ifs, but
Yeah,
but besides all that shit, it don't matter.
It don't. That's
like,
the thing.
We're growing out of it. It's growing. Like, this shit is not how it was when I was growing up. It's getting better. The good thing is we're getting fewer of those young Miamis. I think that's her name.
Yeah.
I don't even know who these people are.
City Girls.
Yeah, I know. I heard it. I don't know what the fuck that is.
I don't know what that is
City
either.
Girls from Miami rapping.
Do they shake their asses?
Quality control music.
Do they shake
Quality control music?
What the fuck is quality
What does that
control
mean?
music?
Migos.
Oh.
No, man.
Do they shake? They dance?
They're more hood chicks.
Hood chicks love to dance.
Nah, but they're like.
They're gangsters.
Hood shit, yeah.
They got guns.
Nah, maybe.
They're
Probably.
Pretty. They're pretty. They're the ones that Drake talk about on Do You Love Me? Are You Riding?
Oh, I saw.
Really?
Yo, she's on an interview where she walks out. She's young as fuck.
Yeah, they're like
I think she just turned 21, or she may not even be 20 yet. Maybe not even 21. The one who walked out of the jumper interview. She was hot.
Oh no, it's not.
That's not them. I thought that was the one about the.
Cleveland dog.
Oh fuck! I don't know these people. I almost called them out their name. Yeah, fuck. Hey man, don't edit that. I want y'all to know the real me. I use the bitch word sometimes.
Yeah.
Hey man, guess what?
What's that?
Thanksgiving's coming up.
It is.
So, you know what we do? Ooh. We got our, one gotta go. Yeah, it's just fun to me. I enjoy this.
Okay.
Cheese is gonna be part of this too.
All right.
Actually, not for all. All right, because he don't care about this one thing. So, desserts, because I love desserts. You don't really care about desserts. Fuck y'all.
Give me sweet, give me salty shit all damn day. Like,
we're gonna do it anyway. We're going to do it anyway.
All right, then
all
we'll
right.
do that for you.
One gotta go.
We're gonna do.
All right. Sweet potato pie, pecan pie, peach cobbler, and banana pudding.
Pecan pie. Pecan have to go.
So pecan gotta go.
Yeah. You can never turn your back on some sweet potato pie.
Dude, listen, I got an auntie, man. She might make about 10 every Thanksgiving.
Damn, you fat motherfuckers. How many?
Don't you ever disrespect my auntie again.
Auntie, that is too much. Like,
No, but everybody, like my mama, like she brings my mama like a couple for the actual day. Then she gives my mama another one so she can put in the freezer for later on.
yeah, that's my mom though too.
And then,
yeah.
we got a huge family.
I got a big family.
So
yeah.
she got, it was not anymore. Some have passed, but my mom had 12 brothers and sisters.
Damn.
So,
oof.
my mom never knew how to cook for one person.
Yeah.
Like that's why I was fat.
Yeah.
Like straight up. The reason why I was fat was because my mama cooked so much food.
That's a real thing though.
And
like when I got by myself, I didn't know how to just cook by myself because I was used to cooking for a family.
let me tell y'all this. I never knew how to cook for myself because I was like, ain't nobody got
And
money.
I never will.
I was like, ain't nobody got money for all this shit. So I definitely start cooking just for myself.
Yeah.
But so yeah, sweet potato pie is huge in our family. Peach cobbler. My mom doesn't make like the normal peach cobbler. She makes like a peach dump cake, which she used to call peach cobbler. It's fucking amazing.
Shout out to Black creativity, man. We would just make a tradition,
What was the other one? Banana pudding. Yeah, my mom makes banana.
We're
I
good
actually
at
make
banana
really
pudding,
good banana pudding too, but I stole it. Like that ain't I got it from the homegirl. She showed me how to make it. Shit's fire.
Well, my mom.
with those cookies, the Chessman cookies.
Oh, not the vanilla wafers?
No, Chessman cookies. Let me tell you something.
Take it up a level. Like,
Man, got classy
Damn.
on a bitch.
so yeah, I'm all about the savory shit. So what I'm excited about is my mom. We told her to just
Okay.
kick the turkey. Like,
Let's do one gotta go.
okay, all right.
All right, for the meats.
Oh yeah, for the meats.
And we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it. So turkey, ham, and roast beef. I couldn't think of a fourth one. I don't know what
Yeah,
another
this
fourth
one's
one.
really easy. I'm definitely kicking the turkey because
I hate turkey.
I'm not a turkey.
It's shit.
It takes so much preparation for
And
not
it
a
never
good
comes out
payoff.
that great.
Right. It's just, I mean, it accommodates nice with the stuffing, but just give me the stuffing.
Dude,
give me stuffing with turkey
Everybody
parts.
tells
okay?
me,
I'd
they're
be
like,
happy with
no,
that.
but my mama makes a good turkey. My daddy, I'm like, and I have it. I'm like, you know what it
What?
just tastes like?
Turkey.
And I don't like this shit. No, thank you.
So, yeah.
But if we only did turkey wings, I'd
Yeah,
be completely
yeah.
fine with that because
I
my
get
mom
it.
makes some fire ass turkey wings.
Yeah, I'm like kick the whole pan. Like, so my mom finally stopped making the turkey because we asked. She always asked what we want on the menu, and so now what she does.
Cornish game hens?
No, let me
Oh,
finish.
okay.
She
You see how this motherfucker goes?
she creates a glaze from scratch in a crock pot, cooks it in the crock pot. Then she gets a honey ham and cook that really nice and shit. And then she cuts the honey ham off of the bone, cook it in the crock pot with the glaze, and then we just pour it, we get a ladle and pick up the ham and shit and just pour it over the Hawaiian rolls. My mouth is salivating right now.
Maybe I can get that recipe from your mama and do that for our homies
You
Thanksgiving,
should.
man. We call it no fucks giving.
I'm telling you,
Our
man,
Friendsgiving is called no fucks giving.
that's cool, man. Y'all
'Cause
got
we-
a bro,
Yeah, man.
a bro Thanksgiving.
I mean, we don't call it a bro thing because we got, I mean,
Y'all got families and
we
shit,
got
too.
ladies in here too. You know,
Oh,
these are
well,
sisters,
good for
man. This
y'all.
is a sister and bro thing.
Okay.
We a real family, man. My homies, man. I love them to death, man. They really so solid.
What you gonna do this Thanksgiving as far as keeping up with your diet though?
I'm not. All right, let me be completely honest about Thanksgiving. Not my favorite food. It's not. There's so many other things I'd rather eat than Thanksgiving food.
I get that, but the same way.
Yeah. I love stuffing, but I've never ordered stuffing outside of Thanksgiving.
Never, and I could live my entire life without having it.
And I really enjoy my
Yeah.
mom's stuffing, but
Yeah, it's just
when it's not Thanksgiving, I don't think about it.
yeah.
Mac and cheese.
Now
I like mac and
want
cheese.
that. We start
Okay.
making lasagnas now though
Yeah.
on Thanksgiving.
Oh,
I
damn, y'all
usually
like
make
fuck Thanksgiving normal.
We do.
shit.
We
Like,
don't
y'all
make
like
it-
fuck the traditional shit. I get it though. I get
Yeah.
it because the main thing is about just enjoying each other's company
Right.
and enjoying the food.
Yeah.
Like, why don't you just do shit you like?
Really yeah.
But yams though. I will say, I do love some yams. It's just
and you wonder why you don't eat it more often.
I'm gonna tell you why I don't eat them more often.
When?
Nobody does them right anywhere.
Yeah.
Like,
no, you're right. Nowhere. You can't get that commercialized. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
There's not
somebody-
a restaurant I know that
No.
did it the way I wanted it to be done.
No, me either. Agree.
I have an aunt who, oh man, because the way I like candied yams. Like my mom, she does mashed yams,
Yeah.
which they're good.
Yeah.
But I prefer candied yams, and I have one aunt who kind of fries them a little hard. They're not hard though. They're
Yeah.
just a little they're not mushy.
They got that crisp.
They got a little crisp. Oh,
Oh,
my God,
I'm all about the
dude.
consistency.
And all
You
the
already
butter
know.
and the sugar. Good God. damn. So yeah, when it comes to that, mac and cheese.
We got a few
and
more
yams,
days,
mac and cheese
man.
and
I
mac
can't
and cheese.
wait.
And I do like making the sandwiches though, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that this year because I really do want to keep up with my
Like
diet.
the leftover sandwiches.
Yeah, I might give myself a day.
Yeah.
Give myself a day to kind of do my thing. But I've
I'm
been
a-
doing
yeah.
so well, man.
Yeah.
I've been so consistent. Like
You have. I mean, y'all been seeing a leaner Joe, right? I
Man.
mean, it's all in the neck area mostly. Look at that.
with my whole
Like,
style, you feel it? You see it?
I see
What's
a
up?
differentiation
What's up,
between
though?
neck
I'm
and
out here.
shoulders now, and it's
Check out the
quite
chin.
inviting.
Check
Yeah.
out the chin.
Chisel, jaw, bone. It's arrived.
You can see it now.
It's here.
It's not covered in layers of fat.
It's present.
I cooked that fat on the grill,
And you said, "Fuck that fat."
then I ate it.
Good job.
Yeah.
Keto.
Yeah, man. The keto shit. Look, so people ask me about keto. It works. Definitely works. But is it something that I could sustain over forever? Like I'd rather not.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot of fat. Like we're talking about butter. I'm eating more cheese than I would like. So I have I wanted to do 2 months of keto. I'm done with the 2 months. Now I'm sprinkling in a little fruit, more vegetables. Not really concerning
fruit's
myself
never
with
bad, you know.
with the carbs of vegetables and stuff. So I'm in the morning I have my blueberries and my blackberries. Then I may have a green juice or something, and I'm not worried about the carbs in it. Am I gonna be in ketosis? No, but I'm still getting. I wanted to get back to like some healthy eating, and also staying away from like the hard carbs. We're talking about like the breads and the
bread, of
sweets and
course.
stuff. So
The
I'm
white
still
shit,
staying away
you
from
know.
that. But I'm still eating like some fats and meats, but I am adding more vegetables and more fruit and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I felt like once I got to this level, I didn't have to be so strict. And we'll see how this goes. If I don't continue to progress.
How much weight you want to lose now? How much more weight?
I'm at the point I'm at. I'm around right now. I'm around 205.
I'm mad about it because that means we're way about the same. And
So-
I'm like, what the fuck? Because I can't even lose anymore.
I would
done.
like to say that I'm just gonna throw probably like 190, 195.
That's where I want to be.
But if I don't get to that and I look good,
Are you happy?
I'm good. Like
Right.
so, I'm not concerning myself too much with
With the
weight.
number, yeah.
I'm more so how does my body look? Because I'm lifting weights like a motherfucker. And people asking me like, what are you doing? I lift a lot of fucking weights.
Yeah.
All the time. But my shit, I go hard. Like I don't like I push a lot of like heavy weight. I do it a lot of times and I don't take a ton of breaks. I'm sweating that bitch. And I also, I run. I do run. I don't run as much as I should. I'm going to start running at least 4 times a week now.
That's a game changer.
And
That changes your body for real.
I box a little bit. Like I'll jump rope and hit the heavy bag. And I'm not getting tired too much either. Like my wind is really there. And I gotta give a shout out to the homies, Front Runners LA.
Okay.
Homie Butter, man. Like I went to one of their first meetings when they were gonna start this. And but I only started running with them maybe like a month ago.
Yeah.
Because I told myself if I don't go run with these people, then I'm a hater. Like for real, because if I'm working out
Yeah.
and I don't even at least attempt to go
Do the
run with
part
them, do that with them, then I'm a fucking hater.
Yeah.
Because I see he's trying to push a movement. Why wouldn't I like jump on it when I'm working out anyway?
Yeah, exactly. When you're working out anyway.
And it's they're in Culver City.
Right now.
Like it's just 10 minutes away from me. Why wouldn't I? So I do have, I ain't gonna lie, I do have a little anxiety, have some anxiety issues. So running with a pack, that shit stresses me.
Running with a pack? What's a pack?
Running with a pack, like a pack of people,
Oh, got you. Okay, yeah.
like I ain't gonna lie, y'all, like it actually affects my running. Like I get tired faster.
Because you spending some of your internal energy.
Yeah, spending my energy having anxiety, like people are too close to me.
Yeah.
What if I fall out in front of people? Like I'm really working on my anxiety, man.
This is weirdo.
No, listen, and see, he's a problem calling me a weirdo because I know some of y'all have the same issues. Like anxiety is real, man. Like I had a meeting a few days ago. Ain't nothing happened in this meeting crazy. Nothing triggered. Like I don't know what triggered it. I had a straight up anxiety attack in that thing. Nobody knew.
Yeah.
I started having an anxiety attack over my anxiety attack because I'm going through it.
No.
I'm going through it and I'm like, yo, do they see me going through this? And I want to do because this has been a problem over the last couple of years. So I was doing my little, I have like a go-to like thing that I do. And I don't know if you guys know about this. I'll close my eyes and tap on my cheek. I think it's like 10 times. Then I ask myself, what level of anxiety attack am I having? Mm-hmm. And if it's above, I think 5, then I keep doing it until it becomes lower than 5. It works for me.
Who told you that?
I saw it on YouTube.
That's interesting. I think there was a lot of people out there that need to hear that.
So
Ways to cope.
Yeah, little coping methods. So I've actually stepped up because I saw it it started happening more frequently. So I started meditating this week. I used to meditate a lot, and I've been meditating. I started meditating again this week, so that's been helping, man. I've been feeling really good. I don't know how much it's helped yet because I'm only a few days in, but when I come out of meditation, man, I'm be honest with y'all, I don't know why I don't do it more because it feels so fucking good.
When you meditate, do you shut your mind off, or do you find yourself thinking about other shit in a quiet space now?
Listen, I'm up and like I'm in and out.
Yeah.
Like it takes time. It's something you have to do. And I would tell anybody that does meditation, like, don't quit.
Because
like,
the
don't
point,
get frustrated. Like, you'll eventually get there.
and there is where
To
you
shutting
can
your
be
mind off.
completely shut off. Okay, got you. Yeah,
Yeah, like
you do want to get there.
Yeah,
Okay.
but don't think about it. Like, just
Yeah.
do a guided one. Do a guided meditation where they tell you, you know, what to do, how to, you know, what to focus on. No, do that.
Yeah.
And it helps because you'll focus on that one thing, and then that's when you stop thinking.
That's really interesting. It makes me actually want to try that. Yeah.
Dude, I will say I feel like it's good for anyone.
Right.
We all need some quiet
I
time to
definitely
just
have anxiety.
ourselves, where we're not trying to, I don't know, engage in conversations or think about like
Breaks
what's
from
happening
people.
later, what happened earlier. We're just sitting there right now trying to relax our minds, our bodies, and just, you know, get in tune with ourselves. And for me, it's a bit of like a loving situation. Like, it's when I do it, it's like I'm showing myself love. Like, I'm
Yeah.
appreciating who I am. I'm appreciating, you know, being here. And that's why I keep thinking, like, why don't I do it more? Because when I come out, when I'm done with it, like, I feel like so refreshed.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck. And every time I'm like, dude, I want to do this later on. But we just get caught up doing everything that we think we need to do instead of doing that.
Living. Mm-hmm.
And I remember, I think it was Russell Simmons who was saying, if you feel like you don't have time to meditate, that means you need to meditate more.
Touche.
Because, you know, I mean, it's bullshit. We have time. You're doing something. Like, there's always something you're doing where you could have been finding a spot. But I know it's not normal. Look, it would be different if we were people who grew up in this kind of, you know, thinking.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of us have been told that meditating is of the devil.
Really?
My mom meditated for a while, and she actually stopped because she got to a point where she was in it. She was like floating over the ocean. She
Yeah.
told me she was floating over the ocean, and then when she came to, it scared the shit out of her.
Wow.
And I was like, Mom, I would have been like, yo, let me go back. I can't wait. But my mom is a very, very religious person. And when I talked to her sisters, I understood what happened there. Because I was talking to one of my aunts, and I was like, yeah, you know, I meditate. She's like, oh, your mama used to do that mess. Ain't nothing but the devil. And I was like, and I was like, and I love my aunt. She's one of my favorite people. But I was like, you are the reason why my mom stopped. Like, not just her, but just that thinking. Like, that's the reason why my mom stopped. My mom, yeah. That's funny, man. But, yeah, I actually do want to soon do an episode on anxiety, panic attacks. Because I talked to some people, and it's a real, like, I didn't know there were so many people who were going through the same thing I'm going through.
And not talking about it at all. And
Yeah.
we're definitely not going to diagnose ourselves or think we could speak to therapists or anything like that. So we're just dealing with it. Yeah.
I had a little anxiety attack, like a little something happened today, like in this, like earlier, right before we started.
You want to share?
I mean, I just had a little issue.
Was it something that caused it?
I had
or
a
you
little
just-
issue with my breathing.
Yeah.
Anytime I think my breathing is off,
Yeah.
I get nervous.
Uh-huh.
And it goes back to this flight I was on. But yeah, I have a cousin who I want to bring on. I don't know if he listens to the podcast, but I would hope so. I would hope he's being supportive. Anyway, he's the first person to bring up anxiety attacks to me.
Yeah.
He said he was having some issues. He was at work, like in a meeting, like he said he just had one, and he just broke out in a big ass sweat, clothes soaked. And he's been, you know, he actually like went to therapy about it. Like, he attacked it. He took it head on. Was like, I want to fix this.
What the hell is this?
So I want to bring some people on to actually share. We got to schedule these things out, man, because it's mental health, anxiety, all this stuff is so important to us, man, and we sit there like trying to ignore it. Look, I ain't about to go crazy over this shit. You best believe I'm gonna get my shit right. That's when we went straight to meditation, and I don't plan on going away. When we're done with this, we pack up everything. I got 10 minutes of time that I need to put in for my meditation today because I haven't done it yet. then I'm out in these streets. Yeah.
All right.
Anything else, man?
I think we covered everything. This is a long one. This
is a long one.
We had a lot to talk about, man.
This is important, man. It started off a little shaky to me.
Yeah.
But it always does. But we got now look, hopefully we get to put some more of these. We got this equipment right now from the homie. Hopefully we get to record a few more before he asks for it back. So this is going to help us out. And this is going to push us to be more proactive in getting these episodes out. Even if we put them out a little bit later than they've been recorded, we got to do them because as long as we have this, get these interviews in, all that. But we thank y'all, man.
It's the